I picked up the cigarette from the ground, not to smoke it like Mutalanu, but to throw it at him. This time I aimed better. I put a hole in his jacket. Damn it, I'll beat you like a rug. Get lost, you idiot. Hey, I'm Gigi. First, thanks to our newest member, Leo, Blue Andy. He also has a YouTube channel, so you can check it out too. Maybe you'll like what you see. Man, bro, we all have or have had friends. We are social animals, setting ourselves apart evolutionarily by sharing discoveries. Dude, man, do you know what Mutalun's mom's name is? Petra, I think. No, Penelope. Penelope? Ha ha. Whoa, we just found out yesterday. Wait until you see how much I laugh at those idiots, Penelope. Don't say you heard it from us. Yeah, all your friends are making out with her. This example is trivial on purpose. It was a joke, even if at their expense, right? Sometimes friends turn into enemies, and this happens frequently. Why? It's simple. They start thinking they're above you, usually financially. Or because of girls and women, but there's a lot to talk about here, so we won't go into details. There are also situations where the so-called friend wants to get on someone else's good side. It's quite similar to situations involving girls and women, except now that someone isn't of the opposite sex. We're not talking about people who like bananas. They just want a friend they see as better than you. Financially and socially, it's about status and others' perceptions. And of course, they have to act like them, and they start laughing at you, making fun of you, showing that they're different. And maybe they'll be accepted too. That happened to me too in high school, probably in April. The bell had just rung for dismissal. I had finished the first class and was about to get up when Don, who missed it, suddenly appeared in front of me. What's up, Gigi? Hey man, I'm going out for a smoke. Did you beat Gaina? What did you do? I didn't beat him, I just roughed him up a little. Why? Isn't it okay? He's your friend, your classmate. Man, forget about him. He deserved it a long time ago. I glanced at the teacher's desk. Nelu was chatting with Bandolero and Lupeanu. I don't know what he said, but I'm sure it was about me. He seemed to suggest I went crazy or something. He glanced at me, looked scared, then quickly turned away. Did Nelu tell you? Maybe you'll beat him too. Calm down, Gigi. You're overthinking. What you did was wrong. How many times did you want to hit him? Didn't I always stop you? Yeah, Gigi, but I had a reason. You're his best friend too, so I didn't have a reason. Did he tell you something? I'll tell you, but leave me out of it. Just say it. I saw him in the hallway. He said you entered the classroom. He asked if you'd do his homework, and you snapped at him. Is that what he said? He said he didn't want trouble and wouldn't stoop to your level, so he basically called me stupid and implied he'd beat me up if he wanted to, right? That's what he said. You two should make up. Forget him, that loser. Now everyone's making fun of me. Come with me to him. I'm not getting involved. Gigi, are you my friend or his? Yours, but we're all classmates. Leave him alone. I'm just talking to him, not doing anything. I go with Don towards him. He was leaning against the wall in the hallway. He saw us coming, but he didn't get the chance to leave. What's up, chicken? I'm just standing here. Why? You told Don you could beat me up. Did you say that, country boy? You're stupid. Are you gonna beat me up? No, Gigi, why would I? Come on, let's fight in the valley. No, I don't feel like it. You don't? But if you did, you'd beat me up? No, just saying. What if I hit you twice into that beam? Would that be good? What are you doing going to beat me up? Leave him, Gigi. Stay out. You brag you can beat me, but won't. So I picked on you for nothing. Let's fight and get everyone to watch. Gigi, if you beat me up, fine. I only said it because I was mad. You dirty jerk, what are you? Be careful with me. I went with Don to the schoolyard to smoke a cigarette. What did Gigi do to you? You got too angry. Forget him. You were right to warn me about him. Do you know what that fool did? But before we get there, let's start from the beginning. Let's go back to the first days of high school, 9th grade. As I told you before, on my first day of high school, I thought I was in the same class as Diliu. The English teacher said some of us, including Don and me, were from Class B. That's how we became friends and have been deskmates since. In the first weeks, I hung out during breaks with the group from Class A because both they and I were smokers, beer drinkers, and we all lived in Bucharest. The issue was I didn't always enter or leave with them, and I was often alone. There were a few others back then who were going to Bucharest, but most of them were girls. Those were Lupu and Bandolero, but I didn't really talk to them much. Actually, since I mostly hung out with the people from A, besides Don, I didn't really talk to anyone else in the class, maybe a little with Mazga. I used to catch the car with the people from A at another stop where no one else waited. It arrived hourly, but seats were available. On the other side, where most people caught it, it came every 20 minutes, but it was always full. I wanted someone to walk home with since the road was long, and talking makes time pass faster. And about a week after high school started, Gaina showed up. He was sitting in the first row, not talking to anyone. He looked scared. He had crap on Microsoft Disk operating system. Everyone was laughing at him. But since I always made friends with those who were defenseless or nerdier, and this guy seemed to be in both groups, I decided to become friends with him. He also reminds me of myself in early grades. After class, I went to him. "Hey, cheers," he said nervously. If I'd approached, he might have fainted. "Are you going to Bucharest?" "Yes, but I don't know where the station is." He was really clueless. I was with him at the station since he came by Maxi. Senchiuch Miti and I took him to Obor so the egg layer wouldn't get lost. But I've already told you the story. You can find it here, somewhere up above. The point is, we became friends really quickly. I got along well with him. We talked about games, movies, and television shows, though he wasn't into sports. Otherwise, we got along great. He always joined me for smoke breaks, even though he didn't smoke. After a few days, seeing us together, Deliu asked, "Who is he?" "Who is that, Gigi?" "There's this guy, Gaina, my colleague. Looks weird, right? Thought he was a nerd, but he's actually a good guy." "Gigi, do you have any new movie CDs?" "I don't have anything new. I'll get some Saturday. Have you seen Back to the Future 3? No. Do you have it?" "Me not have it. I'm Diliu, man. Get in my car, you idiot." I chase after him, catch him, ready to hit him. "Don't hit, Gigi. Wait, man. You're not Diliu now, jerk. I'll give you the movie. Back to the Future." "Yeah, man, I have it. Give it here. I'll bring it the day after tomorrow." He hands me the CD and slaps me again, making my ear ring. "You froghead, just wait till I get you." He sees the CD in class, and the chicken asks where I got it. He says he has CDs at home, too. Alright, I'll talk to Diliu. During the next break, I talk to this guy, after he got a slap on the back of his neck, of course, and he says to call him so he can talk to him. Man, these guys talked non-stop. Every break they stuck together like lovers, nearly holding hands. They did that for about a week. He'd slip into the woods with Diliu during breaks, filling her head with ideas. Or maybe it's the reverse. I doubt it, Gigi. Maybe Gaina, but your friend. He's even more like Diliu, acts like a woman. Who knows? Not exactly, buddy. She could have done better. Let's go after them. Forget it. Do you like the story? Give me a like, bro, and subscribe. It would help me a lot. The answer to last time's quiz was A, in the park. 10 random comments are now shown on screen. Want a chance to? Watch for the next quiz. Who scratched Senchiuk on the face? A, Anna. B, Andrea. Or C, Baranga. Quickly answer in the comments. You have 5 seconds. Ready? Did you answer? Back to the story. I go with Don after them. Guess what? They were smoking. Chicken nearly choked when he saw us. Now I don't know why he was hiding from us while smoking. Who knows, but he was puffing on them like it was the last time he'd ever smoke. A few days later, he got himself a spiky haircut. He saw it on Diliu, and that's how he became friends with Diliu. Then with Manchi, Alan, and Don. But Don didn't really like him. That was another story. They often bickered, but it was usually playful. There were already 3 of us. We were missing a 4th, and we found Mazga. Mazga smoked, but had no cigarettes. Early on, he'd just sit and watch us smoke, as if smoking with his eyes. Do you want a cigarette? What do you say, man? A cigarette? Do you want one? Yes, I do, thanks. That's how I became friends with him. I would give him 2 or 3 cigarettes almost every day. It worked for me too, because I had someone to smoke with. After learning Gaina smokes, I often called Mazga, which led to their friendship, thanks to me. And suddenly, a few weeks after we started high school, Gaina went from being the shy boy. I went from being the weird, ignored kid in the front row to a troublemaker who smoked and drank with Mazga, Don, and the ACA guys in the last row. We quickly became best friends. We went to school and home together, played games, drank beer, and skipped classes. He visited me 3 times and I went to his place twice. We froze at the bus stop in winter, and I took him home on the maxi when he was drunk. We used to eat a loaf of bread with bologna together when we were hungry. We did all kinds of stupid things together. We were inseparable. We were Gigi and Gaina. If someone asked about us, they asked about Gigi and Gaina. Rarely did anyone see us alone. Usually, when one of us missed high school, I helped Don deal with someone taking his money and cigarettes, helped him escape Ceausescu, and defended him from Raffaello. I was with Don, Mazga, and the fat guy at another high school to confront someone bothering him, but that's another story. He used to copy from me during tests. We did each other's homework, we gave each other cigarettes when one of us didn't have any, we treated each other. Man, we were more than friends, but some people always want more, no matter what. They'll walk over corpses if needed. In the spring of 11th grade, a guy from Humanities, also in 11th grade, began hanging around the schoolyard. I don't recall seeing him before. Maybe he just transferred or didn't smoke before, so I hadn't noticed him. This guy was rich and flaunted it with a smug face. Just seeing him made me sick. Back then, Dilyu was working hard, man, really hard, picking pockets wherever he could, in malls, hypermarkets, and he had gotten pretty good at it. He didn't steal everything, just sunglasses and CD players. Sunglasses were pricey and easy to take, and CD players were new. They were valuable, and Dilyu often sold them at half price, sometimes right at the high school. And one of his main customers was this guy, Raul. I have no idea what he was doing with them. Selling them? Unlikely. Maybe he was buying for friends, relatives. Who knows, but Dilyu was always talking to him and introduced him to our group. One day, I went out for a smoke and ran into Dilyu with this Raul guy. Hey, what's up, Dilyu? Hey, Gigi. Hey, Gigi. This guy. Nothing. He turned away, talked to Dilyu, then left. What's his problem? Is he slow? Is he retarded? No, he's just arrogant. He doesn't talk to all the idiots. Shut up, slave. You're a big shot now. I'm a businessman making money off these guys. Wait until your old man finds out. You'll get your teeth knocked out. I'm going now. Don't you want one too? I'm broke. I'll sell it for 100 lei. It's a steal. I'll let you know if I want it. He sold them for about 500 lei, which was a good deal, but when I decided, he was out. Anyway, back to Raul. He greeted people selectively, so I did the same and acted indifferent. Actually, pretty much nobody could stand him. He constantly bragged about his spending on clothes and his car, talked down to everyone, and we filled his fridge with meat when he was away. Even when he was present, only Dilyu spoke to him, but with an ulterior motive. Meanwhile, Gita kept flattering him, kissing his cheeks, and the guy seemed to enjoy it. After Dilyu wrapped up the CD player business, he was done with Raul, but Gaina kept talking to that guy more than to us. Man, just so you understand better, Gaina came from a really good family. His dad was a programmer at Google. He was one of the first 10 Romanians hired there and was wealthy, so he sent him to a math information technology high school. His mom was a senior doctor at a big hospital in Bucharest, and he also had an aunt who was a rector or something like that at a university where he eventually went as well, and he also had an uncle in politics. He later married a mean, sly woman, if you know what I mean. He also had a younger brother who was a top student, got into a top high school in Bucharest, but he was the black sheep and had been punished in a way. They gave him barely enough money. In 9th and 10th grade, he had about the same money as me, maybe a bit more, but in 11th grade, his allowance nearly doubled. He probably felt he had nothing left to say to guys like us. He got puffed up and couldn't stand his brother, likely out of jealousy, always calling him stupid and ugly. Once he showed us a picture of him, but honestly, he was uglier. That one's normal. You're ugly, brooder. Your mom is ugly, Ramika. Have you looked in the mirror, stork? These suckers aren't reflected. Man, are you talking, you tanned guy? What's wrong? Aren't you a vampire? Your mom isn't scared. You won't get more cigarettes. A little while ago, he told me how he woke up one morning around 6 o'clock. His brother had a parrot that always woke him up. I took him out of the cage and cut his feathers. Why, man? Doesn't he sing without feathers anymore? I pushed him off the balcony. He turned to jelly and laughed like an idiot. He said he woke his brother and showed him, then lied that it flew out the window and fell. The idiot cried for 2 hours. How messed up is that? That was the first time I wanted to hit him, but I barely held back. How stupid can you be to do that? To kill a parrot and then laugh at your brother and even brag about it? I've loved animals since childhood and couldn't bear to see them hurt or harmed. Like I said, Dilyu had stopped talking to Raul. But Gaina, it's happening more often. Gaina, that guy will ruin you. What do you say, country boy? Yeah, man, what the hell are you saying? That Raul guy doesn't have a good influence on you? Get the hell out of here, you lunatic. Yeah, can't you see that nobody talks to him? He's just a background character. Be quiet, you started talking, broke guy. Join us for a beer and we'll talk. Can't, I'm busy. What business? Talking to that snob? Out of beer money and want mine? You idiot, want me to hit you up? Who are you gonna beat up, Romika? Oh, wow, you're getting arrogant. Yeah, and you too, you dumb hick. I'm sick of all of you. Leave, Gaina, she's done with me. That's it. We're fools for talking to him. Leave him alone, maybe he has issues at home. What issues? Do you know something? I don't know, I'm just saying, who knows? On a few breaks, I meet Aline for a smoke. Got a cigarette, Gigi? Yeah, here. Gaina's acting stupid, following Raul. Why? I asked him for a cigarette an hour ago since I forgot my money at home. He joked he'd give me a leather sheet cigar instead. He was joking, Aylin. Don't you joke with him. He laughed at me with that guy. I'll get him. Did he give you one? No. He thinks he's slick too. Maybe he didn't have one. His pack was nearly full. I saw it. Aline, he wasn't very liked, but Gaina seemed to be crossing a line, becoming something else. A few days later, the history teacher assigns us a paper for homework. Gaina, at that time, had internet at home. Not many people did, and he would find stuff online. Usually, he'd print them out and give me a copy too. For Don Muzga and Grasu. Some time ago, he started selling them at our high school and at another high school from the same area. One of them mocked him, threatened violence, and forced him to write papers. I told you earlier we beat up someone from another high school. That's who I meant. Anyway, I helped him solve the problem. What does Gaina say after class? I can look online for it. Want one too, Gig? If you get it, grab one for me. It's not free. I'll give you 2 lei and buy you a beer. Can you write it for me too? He wanted me to write it for him since we couldn't give out printed copies. And maybe I would have done it since he was doing me a favor after all, but I knew him well. The way he said it, his tone was mocking. He was making fun of me. I felt humiliated by him, the class fool I had always protected and defended. We sometimes made bad jokes and insulted each other, but there were always limits. And we never did that in front of others, only between us. He did it in class, in front of everyone. He broke the unwritten law, Omerta. Now, I regretted that I got involved for him. He didn't deserve it. No, man, I don't want it. I'll give you 5 lei, Gigi. Man, I was furious. I barely restrained myself. I just wanted to choke him. I pretended I didn't hear and I left, but I had it in for him. I rarely get angry, but when I do, it's intense. He admitted his mistake, left me alone, and bought everyone around the next day. He wasn't always like that. Normally, he was the same Gaina, but spending more time with Raul changed him. Man, I don't know, another week or 2 passed, and classes were over. I was heading to the bus stop with Gaina, and he said we should get something to eat. I had a few beers with Don, and I was broke. I don't have money. Don't worry, I do. Take this and buy it. You want me to go alone? What do you want, free food? I can't say what I told him, but I cursed him out. Gigi, I was joking. I'll get it. Don't get me anything. Get lost. He left to get something. I stayed with Bandolero and Lupu and ignored him. The next day, heading to the station, I thought about beating him up, but eventually calmed down. I get to the high school. Gaina and Muzga are in the yard. Got any cigarettes, Gigi? Yeah, here. Want one, Muzga? Him? Of course he wants one. Why even ask? I give them each a cigarette, and Gaina says he'll give me 2 back when he gets some. Relax, man. Don't I help you out when you're out? Ramika, get me a pack, too. I'll trade you 2 cigarettes. Mazga leaves, returns with the pack, gives us each 2 cigarettes. I told you I don't want any. I have my own. Take 2 lei. Do you want me to beat you up? Leave. Can't you take a joke? Now, I don't know if I was overreacting too, because I told you I had it in for him. It seemed to me that everything he did or said was mocking me. The next day was the same. Walking to the bus stop, I thought about beating him up, but calmed down. After classes, at the bus stop, Raul shows up too. They were meeting more and more often at the bus stop. I felt left out since I wasn't talking to that guy, and Gaina only spoke to him. The bus arrives, but as we're about to board, Raul shouts to him, "Come on, let's take the maxi. It should be here soon. Come on, let's take the car. It's the same thing." He thinks for a moment and comes with me. He wasn't lost yet. The next day, same thing, all three of us at the station. The maxi taxi was approaching and Raul said again to take it. Come on, Gigi, come with us. Man, I didn't really take the maxi. Many times I didn't even have money, but even if I did, it wasn't the thing to do. I got off at the end of line 14. Gaina then had to take tram 14 to Obor and another tram for a few stops. For him, finishing at 8 p.m. was worth it, otherwise his commute home took 2 hours. It took me an hour by car, but only 50 minutes by the maxi, so I rarely took it, only in winter when I missed the car. In winter, after 6 it came hourly, and I'd be freezing out there. Or when Gaina was very drunk, I'd take him nearly home so no one would beat him up. I'm not coming, Gaina, I have no money, I'll give you some, come on, somehow I went with them anyway. Gaina laughs, pulls out 2 lei, and says, here, Gigi. He'd paid for me a few times before, but never gave me the money. He paid the driver directly. But go to the back of the maxi. Here I didn't understand exactly, either behind the maxi taxi, to walk on foot, or to the seats in the back. They were always in the front seats, far from me. I saw red again. I was shaking with anger. Who are you talking to like that, man? Come on, I was just joking. Here, take 4 lei, but are you running after us? They both laughed. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to hit him, but there were too many people. Plus, the maxi was nearly at the station. You son of a bitch! And I threw my cigarette at him, and I had only smoked half of it. What are you doing, you idiot? You almost got it on my jacket. He bought a new jacket a week ago. Guess what I did? I picked up the cigarette from the ground, not to smoke it like Mutalanu did, but to throw it back at him. This time I aimed better and burned a hole in his jacket. Damn it, I'll beat you. Get lost, idiot. Your family too. He was lucky the maxi taxi arrived and he got on. I might have beaten them both right there. I was willing to risk it. The next day, heading to the station, I was set on beating him up. At his first mistake, I'd make him pay. I had reached my limit. It was overflowing, damn it. But this guy, nothing. He didn't say anything about the jacket, nothing. He kept quiet, didn't bother anyone. For several days, Gaina kept his head down, neither barking nor meowing. Man, and we get to the day I started the story with. By then, I was already over it. I wasn't so worked up anymore. I arrive at class, greet everyone, and see Gaina writing at his desk. Hey, what's up, Gaina? Hey. Did you do the homework, Gigi? Yeah, I did. And you still won't let me copy? I also have physics homework. No, do it yourself. He was clearly in a joking mood again. Come on, Gigi, I'll give you a low. I saw red again and he couldn't escape this time. If you do my physics homework, I'll give you another for Maxi. That line was pointless since the result would be the same. I think the classmates were laughing. I was staring right at him. I sprang like a lion, stalking my prey as a hyena dared challenge me repeatedly. I shoved Lupu aside, moved between desks, but Nelu blocked the aisle. I pushed him, he fell over the fat girl, and I knocked him upside down. I sat by Gaina, who kept writing, eyes on his notebook. I clenched my fist and wanted to hit him, but I had some standards too. I couldn't punch him while he was sitting on the chair. Who are you talking to like that? I tried to provoke him, but he didn't react. What's wrong with you? I was joking, but it didn't work this time. I slapped him as hard as I could, not with my fist, with my palm. I even slammed his head against the desk from the shock. Damn it, man, screw your family. He gets up, I go at him, he throws me against the wall and runs away. When I look at my palm, it's covered in fluff, hair and gel stuck to my hand. All this time, Mazga was at his desk laughing like an idiot when Gaina had made fun of me. Ready to act, I went after him. I cursed him out for 10 minutes, man. I threatened to move him from there, to kill him. I mean, what didn't I say to him? And I wasn't lying. I could have done it, but it was just angry talk. At one point, I moved toward him. Don't hit me. I've had surgery. In my mind, I thought he was messing with me too. I was ready to beat him up. He showed me his appendix scar, and Grasa said he had surgery over winter break since they're from the same village. I calmed down, but wondered how things got so bad that these losers were picking on me. The guys in the class were all shocked. It was completely silent. They knew me as calm, friendly with everyone. They didn't expect such a violent outburst from me. Not knowing everything I've just told you, they came to the conclusion that Gigi is crazy as usual. Because this had happened to me before. The teacher arrived, I calmed down, and after class, Dawn approached me. Then I confronted Gaina, as I mentioned earlier. After that, we didn't talk or greet each other for a month, even though we were desk mates. After that, we greeted and talked occasionally, but never went alone. At the start of 12th grade, we reconciled and resumed talking, but Gaina chose his words carefully, and that bothered me. What a neck you have! Yours isn't any smaller. Gigi, I was just kidding. I wasn't calling you a drunk. Yeah, man, don't worry. Don't take it the wrong way. Yeah, man, chill, I got it. I felt like a kid, bro. He explained everything to me like I was dumb whenever I missed a joke. Mazga did that too, along with others in class. It happened, though less often. Then one day, I snapped. Do you think I'm stupid? No, Gigi, why? Then why are you always apologizing? Do you think I don't get a joke? No, I just didn't want you to be upset. I'm not. That was something else. A joke is different from insulting or mocking someone. Yeah, Gigi, I'm sorry. If you apologize again, I'll really hit you. He got it, but stayed cautious. Things had changed. We were friends, just not best friends now. I only had a beer with him once after that, and only because Don had to leave. Otherwise, I always turned him down, but made up for it by drinking more with Don. Even he looked at me strangely for a while. I could tell he was scared and holding back. I don't regret slapping him, he deserved it, but I regret doing it in class since no one else knew what happened. I ended up looking crazy. I didn't explain myself and would have rather fought him elsewhere. My initial plan was to catch him down in the valley with no witnesses, just the two of us, to really teach him a lesson, but I couldn't hold back anymore. I lost control. I was sorry that our friendship was ruined. But as you already know, one thing can't be forgiven: betrayal. And he betrayed me for someone he'd only known for a few weeks, who, by the way, dumped him too after about 2 weeks. Don't pay attention to him anymore. He found other lackeys to kiss up to him. That's what he did, and he did it well. Watch out for friends. They often betray you unexpectedly, usually over money. If you have more, they're jealous. If they have more, they look down on you. And from women too, but as I said, there's much to discuss. Don't humiliate others, and never let anyone humiliate you, not even your best friend. If he truly was, he wouldn't have done that. Until next time, we'll meet when we see each other. Bye.